So, as I mentioned before, I'm making these videos strictly out of obedience to God. I don't want to do this, but I think it's necessary um, for the ministry that He's placed in my life for His will. Um, because I know there's nothing about what I'm saying that's unique to me. Um, I'm not the only person that has experienced childhood trauma. I'm not the only person that's been afraid to talk, afraid to speak out, or afraid to ask for help. And if me sharing my story and showing you my journey can help someone else in that situation, then I'm all for it. Because I just I know there are people who don't think God is for them, or they don't believe in the Bible, or they think he's some sort of sky daddy, invisible boogeyman, or whatever. I've been there. And when I tell you, even if you struggle to believe, just if you would just try him. I think that's what so many people are afraid to do, because of pride, because of their ego, because they going to God and realizing that you don't have all the answers, that you don't know most of what you think you do, is a very humbling experience. And I think a lot of people struggle with humility because they think it makes them weak. And it's not. That's the only way you're going to get help, is by admitting that you need it and that you don't know. And it took me a while to learn that. And so if opening myself up and being vulnerable is going to help somebody else overcome that quicker and not have to miss out on 20, 30 more years of life like I did, then, I'm all for it, because I know what he's done for me. And once again, I'm no exception. We're all created in his image. Um, we all share this planet together. If it wasn't for him, none of us would be here. So if this is my part to bring his children back to him, then so be it. Another thing I wanted to mention about obedience is it's hard. Um, like I say, I don't want to do these videos. However, I'm noticing the more I do it, the easier it becomes, and obedience works the same. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. Um, it's just getting over that initial hump, that initial resistance of not wanting to be told what to do. And much of that stems from, well, for me, much of that stems from people telling me what to do, but they didn't have my best interest at heart. And that's painful to have to be obedient to that. But especially when it leads to detriment and not prosperity or blessings or healing or whatever is salvation, whatever it is that you're seeking or you need. But obedience to God is completely different. Obedience, God values obedience more than sacrifice. And I've noticed that my being obedient is what has led to many blessings for me. Um, so much of my healing is because of my obedience, like reading my Bible consistently, praying consistently. Like, a lot of times I don't want to do it. I think the Bible, it's not that the Bible is boring, it's very long-winded. And my attention span isn't the longest. So it's I have to take frequent breaks when I read the Bible, like maybe 2 or 3 verses at a time, and then take my glasses off, rub my face, get some water, and then go back to it. I've gotten better, but that's how it was in the beginning. It was a task for me. It was very hard. Um, but I mean, the stories are pretty entertaining once you look at the bigger picture. But it was just getting over that initial hump. But obedience, there's blessing in obedience. You just have to be consistent with it, and you don't have to like it. I've gave God a piece of my mind plenty of times, but, you know, um, he still meets me where I am. He still provides insight and wisdom and knowledge and love and comfort and confidence, everything I need to build my character. He still meets me there. So I'm thankful for obedience. It is not always pretty. It can feel very terrible at times, but I know that He has my best interest at heart, and that makes the choice to be obedient that much easier, because finally I'm being obedient to someone who actually cares, and not someone who just, wants me to be quiet and out of their way, and so they can go do whatever they're trying to do.